pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest, Mr. Siddharth Dixit, sir. Mr. Siddharth Dixit, sir, can we have you? Yes, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, the time is introduced to Mr. Siddharth Dixit. So, Mr. Dixit, a highly accomplished professional in a finance sector with over 15 years of rich experience in the areas of risk containment, fraud preventions, and reporting. So, Mr. Dixit is a management graduate from the prestigious MS Ramaiah Institute, Bangalore, and has made remarkable contribution to the finance domain through his expertise, insight, and leadership. Throughout his distinguished career, he has been associated with the several leading financial institutions such as SDFC Bank, L&T Financial Service, Tata Motors Finance, and SRE BNP Paribas, where he has played pivotal roles in strengthening internal control and promoting ethical financial practices. Currently, Mr. Dixit is associated with the Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services, where he leads the risk containment and fraud prevention functions for the Mumbai, Goa, and rest of Maharashtra division. His professional journey stands as a testament to dedication, integrity, and excellence in the financial sectors. So let us all join together in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Dixit, a dynamic leader and an inspiration to many of us. Thank you so much, sir, for having us. Can we start your session, sir? Yes.
First of all, thank you, ma'am, for the very kind and the very, very heavy words you put upon me. So,
thank you so much.
And also, I'm extending my big thanks to the management, the coordinators, the committee, also the audiences who provide the opportunity to me to interact with the people. I would rather say this session as an interaction rather than the discussion, as the lot of academic peoples are here. And I also took a lot of time from the previous session. I also heard the sessions of the previous other speakers. So definitely there are the well versed with the topic, and also the topic which provided me to discuss green economy, which is also a booming one in current scenario. It everywhere the lot of hue and cry about the carbon footprints and the lot of things about the carbon emission. The recently Diwali celebration has been done, the Delhi thing. So it's good that this particular topic is getting momentum nowadays. Corporates, governments are pushing hard to the organization, corporates, to cut their carbon footprints. Otherwise, corporates are more interested to cut the cost nowadays. So it's better to cut carbon also. So please allow me to start the session. Should I share my slides with the audience?
Sir. Yes, sir. Continue, sir.
Is presentation visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
I think this needs to be, just a second. Yeah. Good evening, everyone, once again. So the topic has been provided to me is measuring the effect of green economy on employment and livelihoods, which is a quite interesting topic, which is in vogue nowadays, to understand about the environment, the changes, the impacts of our daily thing. So this is the presentation part I prepared for this. Number one, the green economy. Definitely, to understand the job and employment aspects, we need to know what is the green economy, their principles, three pillars. Definitely, you people must have heard about in previous sessions about all these things. But in nutshell, I tried to convey this, the basic differences, traditional economy, sectoral examples, in Indian context, recent examples, why it is important, driver of these initiatives, what are the green jobs, sectoral specific opportunities, how we assess future of employment. So these slides are not only just related to the employment and the measuring the employment are getting momentum or increasing or decreasing, but it's an overall structure of the green economy, and definitely the job and employment prospects will be interwoven in this. So this is my first slide. I hope, I guess, yeah, now it is set. So the green economy, definitely many speaker must have completed this thing, but I tried to make it the very easy to do. A green economy is an part of an economic system that is a low carbon, resource efficient, social inclusive, aiming to improve human well-being while reducing the environmental risk. Definitely, the economic system, as we all aware, the economic system is a system where everywhere from the production to consumption, for the distribution, all these things comes under the economic system. The green economy is also the part of that particular system, whether the traditional economy or green economy, they both are the part of the one cycle. Definitely, the aim is a low carbon, the resource efficient to produce the low carbon, resource efficient, the better utilization of the resources, socially inclusive to include all the member of the society, irrespective to the race, caste, the geography, all people has to be included, aiming to improve human well-being. Well, ultimate motive for any new program or any specific venture is to improvise the life of the human being who are closely associated with the nature and the atmosphere which they surround, while reducing the environmental risk. Definitely to achieve the sustainability, definitely to improve the environment. What is the point? Suppose if anybody start any venture or incorporate any, if we start any activity for say bank or NBFC or starting any production unit, but it won't sustain for 2 to 3 years down the line. But there is a no point. See, whatever, so many examples you must have heard, and definitely you are aware of the companies like Satyam, Maitas, they started and got at the well momentum. Their books are the very well doing, the top line, bottom line were continuously increasing, but they didn't follow the proper corporate practices. Then you all aware. So definitely to achieve the sustainability, it always very, very important to follow the practices related to environment, related to ethical, related to all type of correct things. So definitely, as the second paragraph, it prioritizes the sustainable development. Sustainability is the most important part of any green economy. Ultimate aim to sustain. Most important here, as a nutshell or in the whole, the sustainability denotes sustainability of the world, the development of the balancing economic growth, environmental protection, social equity, promoting activities like renewable energy, energy efficiency, conservation, creation, and employment. So this is all green economy. Here under the sign you have seen, it is getting the upward trend only, upward momentum only. In the further slides, you will come to know why I have chosen this particular picture. In the second slide, there are the multiple principles for the green economy, but I have chosen 5. So these 5 I have considered the most important one. Principle of well-being. First of all, uh, we should understand that every principle we can also synonym as a motto. So principle of well-being is a motto of this green economy of a well-being. If any initiative or any venture, if it is not initiated with the motto of well-being of the masses, well-being of the environment, well-being of even for the animals, anybody in this ecosystem, so it gets failed. It's not an part of the green economy. Principle of justice. The motto of applying any principle, any venture, any particular thing is to provide justice to the environment, justice to its people. Principle of planetary boundary. Just 5 year to 10 year, just if we go back, there were the very, very quite famous lingo in the management part. It is called the world as a global village. So this green economy usually breaks the boundary. It's not any political map like if you find the Pakistan in a one side, India in a one side, Sri Lanka in a one side. If anything or any calamity impact in a one country, definitely it gets impact to the other neighboring countries or for the entire continent. It's like the same. When the tsunami earthquake happened in the Indonesia's part, then the waves will definitely struck to the neighbor countries also. So it's a collective responsibility. It's a better word for this. Efficiency, sufficiency, achieve the targets, achieve the things with the minimal waste and with the higher efficiency to achieve without in the lesser cost, without any waste, or to achieve the same numbers or achieve the same profit with the minimum input. That is the most important thing. It is also called the cost cutting. Principle of good governance. The motto should be definitely the good governance. by the using of the green economy principles, definitely the ultimate motto to bring the good governance in the system so that to achieve the higher level of value and the output. These pillars of the green economy, again, as you seen on your left side, the roof is called sustainability, which is based over the three factors as I thought: social, environmental, and economic aspect. In my previous slides, I clearly depicted that the economic cost and benefit, definitely once the green driver got the minimal cost and the maximum benefit, definitely they'll pass on to their employees. Jobs will increase, the job ratio will improve, salary will improve, lot of new projects will come. Definitely they will get the opportunity. So ultimate motto is to get the economic benefits, the social benefits. The masses will get the benefit, like in any rural area. Suppose in any rural area, uh, like the social help groups in terms of the microfinances, the people have more money, the more banking will increase, the more financial inclusion will improve. The traditional farming will convert into the greenhouse polyhouse thing. This is also the part of the green economy. The green coverage, human health will improve. The environmental point, carbon footprint will decrease. Sorry. So air quality index will improve. The recent examples we come to know, three cities of our country are uh, under the list of top 10 most polluted city in the world. Delhi, Mumbai, and one more city, I guess. It's a Bangalore, I guess. So there is a very, very tough challenge for our country to reduce the carbon footprint, first of all, because it's getting definitely a very big impact on the human health. So these are the both environmental and social aspects are the interwoven. Waste management, most important point. I hope most of you aware is the largest importer of waste is a China currently, for electronic waste, for other form of waste, and that then they get from the rare minerals, the plastic decomposition, the recycling. So it's not about just the waste disposal. Various companies, in fact, the upcoming economies or developing economies, they are putting much focus on collecting the waste from entire the world, especially the third world countries, to get the minerals and the low cost raw material, low cost parts, and the electronic equipments. That is because that is a quite it's the quite less like it's the very less costly compared to if they go to buy the new one. So it's not just about the disposal of the waste or get rid of the waste, but it's about the very efficiently managed by considering the very good way of working. So these are the basic differences from the traditional economy and the green economy. Definitely, they both are the part of the ecosystems. Resource use, as I said in my previous slide, the optimal utilization of natural resources are important. Traditional economy also lead for that, but they are not do it the very consciously. The their ultimate motto is a more towards the profit getting with the less cost incursion. That is the point. Economic growth, definitely both the ventures under the both the economy module starts in the view to get the maximum profit. Social equity, here green economy again takes the advantage, focuses on the social inclusion, equity, ensuring benefit are the widely spread, profit should be shared among the masses, among the employees, among the all stakeholders. Makes the same thing. Definitely, few traditional economic partners, few industrial players, few corporates also doing the same, but not all. The percentages are very low as compared to the green players. Waste management, as I recently discussed this point, investment focus, promote investment in sustainable practice, energy efficiency, use of renewable energy sources, investment often favor fossil fuels, traditional industry with a high emission. So these are the more investment driven traditional economy. In green economy, comparative to the traditional economy, investment is lesser uh, considerably. And also by all these parameters, ultimate motto to increase the job market, traditional market. So these are the major differences, what I considered from green economy to traditional economy. These are the some sectoral examples of green economy and some of the drivers in Indian context. So first look into your right side, that the one particular snapshot I have pasted here. The first is Ather scooter, as you all aware. So this particular logo I pasted here with the motto to discuss about this particular sector, which is booming nowadays, is electrical scooter, electrical car market, which is generated lot of employment. Even in my organization, the recently Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services hired management trainees from the premier B schools, few from the IIMs, JBIMS, few from Wellinkers, from the FMS Delhi. And those tier 1 school management trainees are now shifted to our e-vehicle segment. And the numbers are not also sufficient or not also enough to cater the requirement from the customer. They are placed to the very tier 1 market like the Delhi, like Goa, like Chennai, Bangalore. But still, the numbers are not sufficient. The company is still planning to visit another rung of the B schools to get the young corporate students to cater the customer demand. So they deal with them very well, and who also understand about this product and their uh, total mechanism. So definitely it's a booming thing. It is also helping us to cut the carbon emission, definitely impact over the AQI, the tough health situations which is around the world. The second, as you've seen, is the West Ventures. As I remember, just around 13, 14 years back, and I was posted in a Gujarat. So we got a one loan proposal. That time I was in the role of credit analysis. So this particular organization named Vapi Ways, this is based at the Daman. Vapi is a near to Daman. So the requirement was for the, I guess, drilling rig or some the chain mounted machines, some excavator, backhoe loaders. So we got an opportunity to visit there. It's the matter of is around 10 to 11 years back when such green economy and these particular things were not getting quite momentum, but still the things were just about to start. So there I identified so many of the people from for the blue collar to white collar, the engineers, the the West managers, the design engineers were working so well. We understand their business module. It's not just 1,000 or 2,000, it's around 10 to 15,000 of people were working there, from the floor to the design segment to the engineering segment. And because there are the employee strength is 10 to 15,000, doctors were there, firefighters were there. So you can understand the lot of new employment is getting generated from. And this is all about the green economy. Their ways were the doing the green. I guess they were anticipated that time only ki the time is about to come for this green module and green practices. Another thing, you must have seen the logo of Bako. Lot of here the female audiences, they must order their groceries from different e-com platforms. They must know about the Bako. They're the very good products. Now their top line is also getting momentum. They're getting the inward trends, outward trends, and also increasing trends. So the very good phenyls, the very good the house materials are there. And also the Nexus Fool, the very nice incense stick company, Just Organic. I also recommend everyone to go to the site of Just Organic. Very good product in the very lesser prices though. And the Just Organic usually provide contract to directly to the farmers, and they provide this special incentive scheme to farmers who try to convert themselves in the organic farming. And they directly deliver their goods to Just Organic, and then the like a middleman Just Organize provide this delivery to end consumer. So you can understand the lot of employment opportunities are getting generated because of this, like the Fool, the incense stick, the Nexus. All these ventures are the recently started, are the startups, the very well they are doing. Very recently in Pune, I come across a app. The one of my friend who is working in another bank called Federal, so he recommended me the one uh, app. His name is Kisan Connect. So there also they have the one particular segment named the organic farming. If you want to buy this organic thing, you can directly connect with them, and they work as a middleman and let you connect with their organic farmer and try to arrange such fruits and vegetable directly to your home. So it's a very good and the very beneficial thing. So just 5 to 10 years back, we could not imagine this particular facility that time. So these are few things on your left, the renewable energy sources, as we just
अभी
discussed,
पिछला
the
slide
windmills. Thank you, Mr. Amit. The windmill sources, the solar energy sources. In our next slides, we will come to know about that. The responsible waste management, one example I have just given about the Vapi waste, rational management of water resources. You people must have heard about the rainwater harvesting. Karnataka was a state, as far as I know, because that time I was staying in the Bangalore. That time the Karnataka government made it mandatory to for construction any house or building, even it's not a green building, but that rainwater harvesting facility must be there to improve the water level, the groundwater level. This is a very good thing started. Now so many of the state, I guess around it's more than 10 nowadays states which already made this mandatory for the construction uh, builders and also for the individual to make this facility compulsory for their under construction houses. Development of clean transport in Maharashtra, the local example we can see the Shivneri buses services, Shivshahi buses services, Shivai bus services. These are the electric trams. So all these are the part of this clean transport thing, and it is also generating the lot of employment because so many people are required to set up, to run, to function, to repair, to end use for all these setups. Organic farming, as I just discussed, the Kisan Connect and all these things, energy efficiency, conservation, effective of the management ecosystem. These are all the, again, the one of the part or one of the driver for this economy, the green economy. So coming to the next slide, few more examples. On the top left, you can see our recently launched model B6, B9. So this is getting a very good response from the customers. That is where the new chunk of management training has just been posted, and they are dealing with the thing. So these are the sectors are getting very good momentum and also helping country to achieve their employment goal, providing good number of employment opportunity to young people or the established managers, because now organizations or the engineers also trying to increase the facility for say kilometer, the battery functionality, as well as in the for example in coming it's my anticipation in coming 3 to 4 year or 5 year for say, when the battery capacity or the, definitely it's a matter of the engineering quality, it's not the particular subject of my understanding, but as a consumer, if we expect the in future for say 2 to 3 year down the line, when the battery capacity provide you the 1,000 kilometer of support, definitely the sale of such vehicles will become multifold. That is definitely going to done. On your left side, this is a simple model of the rainwater harvesting I was discussing. One more opportunity I got during my LNT days when I was posted and looking after the central region area. That time we got opportunity to visit a very famous newspaper. You definitely, many of you must have heard about the Dainik Bhaskar. So Dainik Bhaskar have this facility. It's around 15 to 20 years ago they installed it, and now they're using their own water. Their groundwater facility is recharged very very well. In the same way, the water scarcity is a bigger problem for the countries who don't have their own water, like Singapore. It's very interesting to know that Singapore used to import the water from Malaysia and Indonesia, their neighboring country. Uh, but from the past 3 4 years, they again utilize this rainwater harvesting project. They also installed the facilities where they are making seawater as a potable mellow. You are seeing the very beautiful the bamboo plantation. This particular photo I want to denote with one of my experience of Ballarpur. Definitely, you people must have heard about the Ballarpur Industrial Limited, which is called BILT, the paper industry, the A4 paper size industry. You can also check in your organization. They have the 40 to 50% of market cover. The every roll of 10 paper, there are the 4 to 5 paper pertain to BILT paper industry. And to the ironically, they people don't have their own like they didn't see. There are the two important raw materials. One is a bamboo, another is a bagasse. Bagasse is actually the end users product of the crushing of the sugar cane, but that's not very easy to collect. because it's not very organized market. So all these paper mills are mainly depends over the bamboo plantation and the bamboo supply. So Ballarpur industry, Ballarpur is anyways, it's on the border of Andhra Pradesh. We also visited there for one of the coal deal. It's about to supply of the tippers. I guess it's around 30-40 tippers proposal where there is around 12 to 13 crores. So we visited there to meet the client and to get the financial analysis of the overall project. So there I would see ki, they used to import because that particular person who were taking the loan is also associated from the build in the bamboo supply. So I came to know ki it's such a huge industry and they don't have their own plantation purpose. So they were totally dependent the supply from the Madhya Pradesh, the Balaghat, the Mandla area. It's around 200 to 250 kilometers. They used to pay the heavy transportation costs. It's because their tender cost increases. So after 1 or 2 years down the line, the very fantastic thing had been done. The company was thinking about this and were doing also on the backstage. They hired the people from the Indian Institute of Forest Management, the very premier school of the sectoral management of forestry based at Bhopal. And they also had people from IRMA, and they also had the few local khedut called the Kisan. उनको उन्होंने hire किया, and they offered some of the remuneration apart from their traditional farming. And now Built is become self-reliant and self-sufficient for their bamboo import. Now they have already grown a huge forest in Allapalli, Chichpalli, and also the surrounding areas of Vallarsha in Maharashtra. So it also helps in the green coverage as well as corporate social responsibility is getting then also getting their raw material from there. So it's a wonderful thing. The lot of employment, even the a normal peasant who is not well literate is also getting the benefit from this. Lot of engineers, so many management graduates, the forest management people. So it's about the employment generated to the thousands of peoples with this approach. So I found it a very fantastic approach. So I thought to share with the audience. So the next slide. Yeah. These are some recent examples in India and the worldwide, which I thought to share with you. The on your left side, this is the India single place station 750 megawatt of the plant based at Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. So I just want to share a slide with you. Just a second. Actually, this I'm using my home-based computer because my official computer doesn't allow me for. Okay. Uh, this is not getting generated. Actually, there is some problem with this. Just a minute. Okay, let me try this one. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, please. First of all, sorry for that. I have not subscribed for the no ad policy. So I'm starting the one very nice. I feel this is a very nice video. I hope this is visible to everyone. This is a very fantastic thing has been done by our central government. This is the Asia's largest solar energy plant in a one place. It is based at the Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. See,
Video is not visible, sir.
it's not visible.
Yes, your PPT is visible till now.
Okay,
I
now
think
is it
it's no, it's stuck somewhere, I think.
started?
Can you
Oh,
yeah,
no,
can you
Satya.
share again your screen?
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah,
Yeah,
just.
please try.
Should I reshare my screen?
Yes, you can, sir. You can reshare your screen. Go with the YouTube directly.
Okay, yeah, I do that. Just a minute. Yeah, kindly confirm if it is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes,
continue.
sir.
yeah, just a minute, please.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah, just a minute. Let me try to start because I work very hard to install it because lot of security challenges are there in corporate. They install in your system and it's not allow you to do all this YouTube things. So I tried the way out how you show this to the audience.
No,
Yeah,
no, just continue, sir. The session is
yeah,
very
please see.
inspiring.
This is a very fantastic project. I just wanted to share this with you all. It is 1500 hectare spread over thing. The land was like this when it was started. It's very difficult to make it. Look, it was very difficult to dig the cable lenches there. How hard engineers must have worked. Also, some CSR activities were conducted, livelihood development programs, health camps. That is what the motto of green economy. It was inaugurated on 10 July 2020 by our Honorable Prime Minister, and it has also got award from the World Bank. Fine is actually an advertisement of the sustain, but definitely it serve our purpose. So it's good. So this is the first example of the Riva project you must have seen. Another very recent example, just a span of 1 or 2 years down the line, Paris Olympics. I hope many of you have seen the sporting event that time. It is the most green Olympic ever with the motto of the sustainability. They cut down their carbon emission by 50% to their preceding Olympic Games. What happened in a Tokyo 2020, 2016 Rio, or the London Olympics. They prepared the cycling ways, so many things, and they prepare the very wisely and very knowledgeably. They use the biogas, solar energy to provide the electricity. No air condition is a French culture. You must have seen the French movies, French shows. They usually do not use the air conditioning thing, though it's not a compulsive thing, but they utilize such facility by using the green energy. Rationing in the meat uses only on the green way produce the vegetables and fruits, and the food products were provided to the athletes. So I thought to share one more video with you. So let me try. Sorry for again for the non-payment of ad free. See, it's a beautiful video, and also read the lines there. A strict carbon budget was set. That this particular thing will also come in our further slides. What is the carbon footprint? What is the carbon balance sheet? Shared equipment, not bought. temporarily sporting venues, solar biogas uses. One 180,000 people got the job because of this green initiative. 80% sporting venues are within the 10 kilometers, so people can travel by their own bicycle or the share bicycle facility provided by the sporting committee or arranging committee. It was indeed a wonderful game. I don't know, it's not just about the flop opening ceremony, but in terms of the carbon footprint, they succeeded a lot. It's a wonderful game ever with respect to all these things. So again, going back to our slides, I'm again putting it on the presentation mode. One more thing, a very recent example. On your right side, which are the green crackers. A very recent news, the Delhi Supreme Court lifted the ban. Now Delhi Heights were able to use the bombs, the crackers now. So this particular green cracker developed by the ICAR, it generates less pollution, I guess less noise. I have not used that, but it's the very recent example for everyone, the how this green initiatives, green economy is getting momentum in every field now, even in the crackers now. Otherwise it's a monopoly of our southern India. There's a Shiv Kasi is called as a Makkah of the fire producing companies. The lot of people getting the employment there, the jobs there, but now it is getting shifted, it is getting momentum, and definitely after some point of time when the AQI vehicles are getting increased, the pollution is getting increased, AQI is getting increased, so definitely these initiatives will be taken place more and more. So definitely new firms will come in the different part of the world, not restricted to a some particular belt, and definitely lot of jobs will come automatically, the wages will improve, the remuneration will improve. So these are the things. So let me move to the next slide. Green economy for India, importance, goals and objectives. So this particular slide pertain to the importance, why coming to the green economy and why following the green economy measures are the very important for our country. Now this is with respect to our country only. Current contribution of green economy in total GDP is 8% only. For example, current GDP, for example, suppose it's 100 million, then only 8 million is the contribution of the green economic things or the green economic activities. It is very essential for our country to provide subsidy, and that definitely they are doing. In the further slides, you will come to know what are the different programs our government has started and they are doing. To achieve the 5 trillion goal, as you all aware, to self-sustain economy as a developed nation, our goal, our government's goal, collective goal is to reach the 5 trillion GDP. For that, it will only possible when the share of green economy will also improve. As we understand and we heard and we understand from our previous videos and examples, unemployment is a big menace currently. It's not just a political campaign, but in reality, the unemployment is a menace in every country, especially for the developing country, and more specifically for the country where the population is around 130 to 140 crore. It's very difficult, and the more importantly, where our median age and the mean age is a younger one, the 28 to 30 year, I guess. This is a country of the young people. So the employment and the jobs become the more important, even for the business startup ventures. It's not just a venture. Suppose one person, if he evicts the employment thing and if go for any venture, he provide the employment to it's around 100 to 200 people, depends on the type of startup he's doing.
Sir,
so definitely,
excuse me.
Yeah.
Sir, PPTs are not visible, sir.
Is it not visible to everyone or to only to Mr.
No,
Dr.
it is again stuck, sir.
Again stuck. Okay.
Yes.
So let me reshare it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for highlighting. Yeah. Yeah, kindly confirm if it is visible now.
Yes, now is
Now it's visible.
Now it's okay, sir.
It's okay, no? So should I start again from the
Yes.
point number 1, or I can continue from where I was?
Continue, sir. No problem. Continue, sir.
Yeah. So current employment rate, as we all aware, or the most number of people are aware, is a 5.2. The new startup ventures are definitely very, very important for the green economy, will help to curb the unemployment meanness. It's not just the responsibility of the government to provide the jobs. It's also for the people to come up with a new innovation, new ideas, and start with the ventures, to meet with the venture capitalists, to get the fund, to start the businesses, and you provide the employment to the people, and also help the environment to sustain, to get the sustainability. Fine. Number 3, lot of time I discussed about the AQI, the pollution, the water pollution, the so many things. We are under the rank 5 in the pollution index after countries like Chad, Bangladesh, Pakistan, DRC, Congo. This study conducted by a Swiss organization is a quite recognized one. Though our position has been improved from the last position was third in the year 2023. Definitely water pollution is a big menace. One more example I just want to give you. There is a one water body based in the some southern part of the country in Andhra. And that particular water body is surrounded with, I guess, 5 to 6 different pharmaceutical companies which produces antibiotics. And it's around 2 to 3 years back, our researchers identified that the superbug is getting, or the infested from that water body. It's because they are getting resistant, and the superbug is a thing over which no antibiotic work. So this is very, very important for the country like India, because pharmaceutical is one of the very, very the booming industry. As you are aware, the Mr. Donald Trump has imposed lot of tariff over our country. But again, he exempted the pharmaceutical sector for the long time, and now again he imposed the tariff for pharmaceutical sector. But sorry, but he exempted few of the medicine for the few type of illness where our country is having the specialization. So boost in agriculture, where our 60% workforce, approx 60% workforce, not the exact figure, contribute only 17 to 20% in Indian GDP. I just want to know that the labor force situation, 60% of the peasants, 60% of people who work in the agriculture are the provide or contribute in the only 17 to 20% of total GDP output. The top contributor is a service sector, second is a manufacturing sector, and third is a agriculture sector. So definitely the green ways of farming is very, very important. One more example of my life, we used to visit to the quarries, which is based at the Rajasthan Gujarat border. It is at the Kapalwanj, is just the nearby the Mount Abu. So there I used to visit in the one quarry which produces the grit, the small size of grits. So parallelly, they also engage in the work of the green and polyhouse farming. So I found it very, very fascinating. Like in the very small piece of land, they prepare the facility of drip farming, and they produce the cucumber and the yellow capsicum and the jarbera flower. Jarbera flower is a very, very high demanding during the wedding season and the festive season. So in a very small piece of land, they produces the wonderful products, and the our kisan, our traditional farmers, the who put a lot of effort, बहुत मेहनत करते हैं, also depend on the mercy of the monsoon, and still get the very small output. Also with the increment with the population, the land distribution is getting sinking, it's getting reduced. So these particular things are very, very important. And for your information, from that particular customer, मुझे उस समय पता चला कि central government, irrespective to the state, they provide 50% subsidy in each such project, depend on the land size or the billing. And apart from that 50%, the concerned state government, that person was the native of Gujarat. So if I'm not wrong, it was about 20%. So for example, per se, X for X square feet cost of the fully climatic control poly house. Suppose if the installation agency providing the billing of, for say, 30 lakh rupees. So 70% part, like 24 lakh, 21 lakh is being covered. So he only need a loan or financial assistance for just 9 lakh of rupees. For that, the banking financial companies are ready to provide him. There is one more clause in nowadays in a banking and financing company, that is to get the incentive for the MSME funding and agri and allied activity funding. Fine. suppose like the company where I am working, so we are NBFCs, we don't have the right to accept the deposit from the people. Suppose when I was in the banking sector also, so the banks already having, for example, 500 crore rupees of saving account and current account of money of the people. For after getting the proper cash reserve ratio by maintaining other ratio, for example, they have remaining 250 crores left with them to distribute with the people as a part of the loan, which is called the asset. To get money from the customer in a current and saving account, the banks are liable to provide them interest. वो मुझे देना है, तो that is liability for me, it's not an income. आपको एक बैंक रन करना है, एनबीएफसी रन करना है, for there you are securing the employment of 10,000 or 1 lakh people. But NBFC don't have this facility. NBFC work in this way, like to borrow at the one point and give loan to the another point. So now RBI come up as a part of the financial inclusion, because still after so many banks, so many branches, even two main branches in the rural sector, they still cannot reach the end number of person of our country. So they provide this opportunity for to NBFCs also, or the cooperative banks also. If you fund to this particular sector of people, of the small scale industry, jute udyog, incense sticks banane wale, the murgi palan, there is a dairy industry, these are the poly houses. If you fund to them, so suppose if at the time of borrow, if you getting the funds in the interest rate of 8%, you will get straight from the 7%. These are all the example basis, not on the exact numbers I am quoting. So this 1%, for example, if the book size is a 1,50,000 crore, or suppose the book size is a 6 lakh crore, or suppose if you borrow the huge amount, that even companies and NBFCs, banks are pushing for their employees to look for the such profile to fund. Even if their CIBIL is okay, if their track record is okay, their financials are okay, if pertain to that profile. So definitely. So again, this is the point number 5 that I have just covered. Allied sector, finance, healthcare, that is where which are all interwoven. So next slide. Slide is visible to all, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these were the importance, few importance as employer. The importance are many, but I thought of specific importance as far as I know, I put it in front. So what are the goals set by our country to achieve this importance or achieve this objective? Our country has also given the commitment in the COP meet 2000, COP 26 meet. This particular meeting took place in Glasgow, Scotland, comes under the Great Britain, and where all the responsible countries took part, where as a bigger economy, the fifth largest economy in terms of notional value, in PPP value, third largest economy. So we also given some commitments. Definitely, it's a very, very debatable point. Like the developed economy already exploited the resources, and now it's our time. Now you imposing all this green and the carbon footprint. But that's a one story. The whatever done and whatever the commitment given by our country is important to know. So before putting in the front, again, I would like to share one video with you and saying sorry in advance because the some goof up took place. Again, I'm stopping the share and I'll reshare with the YouTube. Yeah, allow me with that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, is my slide visible to everyone? Sorry, this YouTube thing visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so before discussing particular slide, I just want to know and I want to show the particular commitment given by our country in that particular and that particular very, very important meet, because in that meet, the all important and all national leaders were present. Also, the social activities were also there. So just see that.
Sir, can we have audio for this video because it's not audible?
It's not audible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's discuss on these points in slides only. Is it not audible to everyone or the specific set of audience?
I think it's
No,
not
sir, it is
audible.
not audible to anyone.
Or
Okay.
you can share this link to me. So as a host, I can share this my screen also. And if it
Okay,
is
I'll try.
possible, the
I'll try.
audible, so we can check
I hope
once.
earlier videos must be audible.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, fine. No issues. So that particular video pertained to the commitment given by our country. As I said, all the national leaders of responsible countries were presented in that meeting. Took place in 2021 in Glasgow. That is called the COP 26. So the commitment given by our country with respect to the fossil fuel, that should be reduced to the half of the capacity till 2030. Green mobility will improve, will promote the electrical vehicles, integrate other clean fuels like compressed biogas, green hydrogen. Also, you must have heard about this ethanol uses or the mixture of ethanols in the petrol, that BS. And many of you must have definitely surprised once the government decided to just move from the directly from BS4 to BS6. Even we got a big jolt as a vehicle finance industry. So the lot of demand has been reduced. The used vehicle finance demand increase because suddenly 1 or 2 lakh rupees of increment in every new car or every commercial vehicle. So that is only with the motto to reduce the emission or reduce the pollution. So waste and recycling, sustainable agriculture was the motto, definitely. Yeah. These are the also commitments as said by our Prime Minister in that video and that meeting. That video I was trying to show to the audience. The renewable energy target, as he said, to achieve a target of 500 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel-based energy capacity by 2030, which include all type of energy means the electric, the solar, the biogas, the everything. The country has already surpassed 50% of its non-fossil fuel capacity by financial year 2024. So it is very clear that it is quite achievable now. I think it is even surpassed the numbers. The emission reduction, reduce the carbon emission intensity of its GDP by 33 to 35% by 2030 from 2005 levels compared to 2005 levels with a target of 40% reduction achieved. Net zero, commit to achieving net zero carbon emission, but it's a long goal, 2070 commitment. Green job and economy. So all these things will definitely create the employment. Any new venture start by the government or any subsidy provided by the government or any encouragement given by the private players to do all these things or set up the new, even private players are also looking very eagerly and very positively in this. You must have seen the split of the share of the Tata Motors recently. The Tata Motors has split their shares into one is for the vehicle segment and one is for the car segment. Definitely the ultimate the reason of this split is something different, but also for the focus of the car segment, because they're also getting the very good result and very good output from the sale of the Tiago E and the Nexon E vehicle. So green job creation with these things, to significant employment opportunity to be created in the green sector with a projection of 7.29 million, कुछ 72,90,000 नौकरियां फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2028 तक, and 3 crore 50 lakh million jobs must be till the 2047, which is also goal of our country to become a developed nation. Green economy value, the green economy is projected to reach 1 trillion by 2030 and 15 trillion by 2070. It's a very good goal. So green finance, again, our role, mobilize both domestic and international funds. Who provide the fund for the green initiative? The World Bank, the Asian Development Bank. There are colleges like which run by the government also, like the Forest Rangers Training, Police Academy. So there is a Rangers Training colleges based in the 4 cities in India, One is Coimbatore, one is Dehradun, one is in Madhya Pradesh, Balaghat, and one more is there, I guess, in the western part, I guess. Not sure. So in a recent news, the Asian Development Bank provide a very good amount to that particular college to cover the green part and to also for the conservation of the river just flown behind that college. So these world based organization, they are the bigger players are more interested for the sustainability. So these are the missions started by the government to achieve this objective. It's not just the government just committed and come back and said, you know, just with the encouragement they try to push the government and the private players to do and let it achieve this objective. They also form the various different type of colleges and the setups and the mission to achieve this. First, as far as I know, National Green Hydrogen Mission started by the government, National Clean Air Program. In my previous slide, as I show you, we are ranked number 5 in terms of the pollution, the polluting air and the water thing. PM Kusum, प्रधानमंत्री किसान ऊर्जा सुरक्षा एवं उत्थान महाभियान, encouragement of the solar energy. काफी समय पहले the lot of people must be aware that जब solar cooker आया करता था, the light of the old generation people used to put on the terrace and they're trying to cook the things in that. So this is getting distributed in the rural areas where this the good number of sun rays are available. So PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, bioenergy and ethanol blending that I said in my the previous slides. 20% of ethanol blending is targeted by the end of 2025. Support by the bioenergy from industrial waste. Lot of employment will be generated in this. Most number of car will be sold out. The fuel will become the more efficient, the better. School nursery yojana encouraging the corporates, Reliance, Mahindra, Tata, the Birlas, Wipros to uh, uh, take a school in your bucket and make a good plantation in that and create environment sustainable. Mangrove initiative, the people from the coastal area, must be few of in the audience belong to the coastal areas. In Mumbai, the the decrease in the mangrove coverage is a very big point of ponder to the government, because in the one of the projection, the seashore area of cities and the mega cities with the risk of getting engulfed by the water. So this mangrove plantation is a very important thing to again restore the flora and fauna in that area. The Sundarban Delta, the Mumbai part of that MSME green scheme, they also started. This particular last thing I cover in my previous slide in the financial point of view. The scheme to support micro, small, medium enterprises in adopting the green technologies through incentive and finance support. That is what I said. The one more thing which I didn't cover, the financial inclusion. I think this is also very important to know the people. You must have seen sometimes you have found the bank which gets open in a very small villages. You people definitely must be having the question in your mind that what business these banks will get, but that's not the motto to open the bank in that particular village to get the business only. Because now government make this policy to cover last person of this country under the banking ambit. There is a rule. I'm not exactly know the particular number, but for example, if you open 4 particular branch in the rural belt, then you will get license to open 2 branches in taluka. Then you will get opportunity to open one banking, the approval for the open one bank branch in the urban area. Number might be maybe differ, but this is called the financial inclusion, where in fact the country is large, quite scattered. Bharat ऐसे भी गांव में बसता है, is a rural driven economy. So now SME, MSME aspect given to the NBFCs also to help banks to achieve their financial inclusion plan, as well as this carbon footprint also. Yeah, this is a very important slide. This is the carbon credit trading scheme. This is a very new scheme. This scheme started by the government post their commitment given to the COP26, also maybe earlier. There is a type of a bank account. Is a layman language. I will try to explain this to you. Account will get open to the all type of organizations. For example, you consider there they will get their carbon footprint numbers. Suppose organization, and that is a mandatory for those organization which emit the high number of pollution, like the organization of the solar the thermal power plants, like other the steel sector, which produce lot of pollutants in the air, then it is mandate for them to work in this carbon footprint aspect. Suppose if they uh, do anything good for the plantation of tree, for say in the large number of areas, so they will get the one carbon point in their bank account or their this carbon credit trading scheme, 2 points. So the high number of pollution you incur, then you also balance it out with the more numbers of carbon credit in all aspects, whether it is in the form of education, in the form of green ways you do. So all these things are going on. It's a very, very good scheme. It operates in the Indian market, opportunity to high emission industries to work to get benefit or performing climate supportive works and get carbon credit points. Above threshold points can also be traded with other companies. This is a very, very good point, because what happened, for example, there is a target given to, for example, a big organization in India, which is under the high pollutant, their activity is high pollutant. So as far as whatever the numbers are required to get for their carbon credit in their account, suppose they're doing all the good work, but still they could not achieve the exact number which is desired to meet. So for example, they need 100 carbon points and they only could secure 80 carbon points. Now there is a one more opportunity. They can purchase 20 carbon points from the other organization as well, which are not producing that much pollutant that formal one do. So this is also encouragement for the those companies, maybe the smaller ones, which are not under the ambit of the high pollutant. They can do the same type of green initiative and green activities and earn points, and which they can sell to these companies. So it's a win-win situation even for the smaller companies, and it's also an encouragement for even for the smaller companies that okay, even if you're not doing very bad for this environment, or if your end product is the reason of the that much pollution, is still you can do betterment for the society, betterment for environment, get good carbon points, sell it to the bigger organization which are falling short to meet their target. So this I consider is a very, very good and important activity. To achieve this, our organization Mahindra has just opened one of the very good plant in Igatpuri. One more very good example is One Tara. I hope the many of you must have heard this. This is a very huge setup where Reliance Industry is actually behind this. So these are the wild animals rehabilitation program. At the one hand, they have done the very fabulous job by protecting our wildlife animals, protecting our flora faunas for the national ecological improvement. At the same time, also getting carbon points. Let's not get into the dispute arise after the PIL file in the court. This is not the philanthropy. This is for the carbon point is a one aspect. But even if it is for the carbon point aspect also, they are doing good. So this is only because of the encouragement and the scheme provided by the government. Now, bigger organizations are liable and they are also encouraged to achieve this objective. I have video for this also, but it's because of some technical glitches, it's better to move ahead. These are again some of the drivers, the policy, the institutions which will help our government to achieve this objective. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, MOE, FCC, this is the nodal agency for planning, coordinating India's environment and forest policies. Niti Aayog, all aware, earlier known as the Planning Commission, Yojana Ayog, presided by the Prime Minister of the country, whoever is there, the deputy chairperson is actually takes the meeting and formulate the policies. Skill Council for the green jobs. Again, coming on the jobs. See, it's not just like the particular. There are the various aspects of the green economy. There are the industry which require a certain amount of skill set. To bridge those gap, the government also started such type of beautiful program. There are the colleges like Terry. They also started these programs helping state government to achieve their figures, and also train to the young minds, young peoples as a workforce which can help our country to achieve this target. Bureau of Energy Efficiency, like a BIS, this is BE, Central Pollution Control Board. This is the organization which provides us the daily figure of pollution, which is used to hear on the news on the daily basis. Research and Development Institution, Council of Energy, Environment and Water, Energy Resource, TERI, just I said in my previous slide, is a very, very renowned institute headed by the R.K. Pachauri, a very renowned personality. CSIR, I guess this is the one who, I guess they developed the green cracker, if I'm not wrong. Some international partners, World Bank, Asian Development Bank. Recently, I given the example of the one Forest Training Institute, United Nations Development Bank, Watershed Organization Trust, Rainwater Harvesting part, Stop Dam part, Indian Grid Building Council, BIS Eco Mark. This BIS is a very important mark. Uh, by now, any water bottle you purchase for the potable drinking water, you can cross check by just turning on their label whether it is a BIS certified or not. It's the certification of the process, and at least some type of authenticity you will feel by using that water. Again, there is definition of everything from terrorism to green employment. So there is also a definition as per International Labour Organization. Green jobs are the decent jobs which contribute, preserve or restore the environment, as we discuss, be they in the traditional sector such as manufacturing, construction, new emerging green sector. It is not just the new ventures who started with the motto of green thing, they are the only greens. In fact, the running sectors like any very renowned builder like a DLF or any big builder, the Vivanta group, the Loda group, they can also convert their working style from a traditional one to green one. There are the building structure called the green building, the green designer, the green engineers, green architects are there. The solar panels are already there. The water heating technology are totally depend on the solar system. So at any stage of your business or any stage of your organization can convert themselves or substantially or partially convert themselves to the green business. Again, the new set of workforce will be required. The new set of workforce, or definitely it will definitely get impact over the employment prospect of our country. Definitely sectors, energy sectors, engineers are required, analysts are required, carbon footprint, sustainability expert are required. These are the type of job required as per the sector wise. All sectors I cannot mention in the slide. Few sectors I have chosen to in my slides. Construction, engineers, geologists for the rainwater harvesting thing, the water storage thing, green building analyst, as I just said, automobile, EV technician, battery engineers, design engineers, floor technicians are also included into it. Even the floor cleaner, even a carpenter, even a office boy who work in a green sector as per the current calculation of consideration of employment, they are also the part, and there is also the part of employment generation in any green sector. Finance, climate, environmental finance, social help groups, in agriculture, greenhouse, horticulture, tourism like biosphere park. Governments are also designing biosphere park and arranging the lot of tourism activities and generating revenues as well as employment. Other allied sectors, as we discussed earlier. In context of India, India's green economy is expected to generate 7.29 million jobs, 28-35. That's I already discussed in my previous slides. Well, how to assess these jobs? How to assess what are the green jobs? If the really employment is getting generated, if really the employment is getting increasing trend or the decreasing trend, there are the certain assessment patterns. Green job growth, the use data from the organization like International Labour Organization and Skill Council of the Green Jobs to estimate new jobs in sector like renewable energy, green building, wastewater management. They total it and they come up with the final number. For example, the ILO estimate million of new jobs in renewable energy and waste management. They assess it, they take data from these organizations to come at the final numbers. Fossil fuel decline. At the same time, the total number of job registration in the green sector, on the other hand, those number will also added which reduced in the traditional economy activities like fossil fuels. Suppose 50,000 new employment has been generated in green energy sector. At the same time, 40,000 employment has been reduced from the this is a debatable point, but in the few way of calculation, but there are the so many theories, so we it's very difficult to come on the one point. So they used to total it, make it the average it out, and they come over a single number, and that number is established as a final figure for green economy employment generation. Net job creation, calculate the difference between new green jobs and lost traditional job, as I just said. To determine the overall impact on the labor market, the ILO scenario analysis shows a positive net job creation from the transition of the renewable energy formula-based approach. Measurement green job is, yes, a complex phenomena, as I just said, because there is a lack of universal definition of what constitute a green job, what constitute a brown job. There is a brown job also. So various methodologies have been developed by the international organization, research bodies, government, quantify green employment based on the different criteria. Output based approach, this approach consider all employees working in the green sector, whether housekeeping, whether carpenter. In my previous slide I discussed this particular point. Occupational or task related, in this approach they only considered the engineers, the people who are in the core sector, which usually runs by the organization, like in a solar or the windmill organization. Just a few days back, I was returning from Kolhapur to Pune, and I saw the various or the very good number of deployment of the windmills around the hilly terrain. So, and the people were also working around that. So, those the social panel engineer, design engineer who are related to the core area are only considerable to get the final number. Environment, Goods and Services Sector, EGSS approach developed by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. These are the group of countries, or the Eurostat. This approach considered only for those project or industries as the green, where 51% output create positive impact for environment. Here now they are considering the impact, whether you are in or out from the green motto. But if your efforts are not bringing more than 51% of positive result, you won't considered as a green economy, and your employment will not be considered as a part of the green employment. This is again, that's why on the very first line we are saying this is always a debatable, and there is always a ambiguity in one approach. So just a transition approach, again developed by the International Labour Organization. It considered only decent job. Decent job means only those jobs which adequately pays in harmless environment to safety of workers. Here job segregation in two types: green jobs where the pay is fine, safety is good, harmless, and brown jobs. The some even the some extent of hazardousness, they considered that as a brown job, the less play, the less pay in that. So this is overall, this is all about. I just want to show you and also showed this is a very good quote for the Sir David Attenborough. Is a very famous person and the biologist of the US and the UK, the very prominent figure. He said, keep working apart as a force, though we are powerful enough to destabilize our planet, to make the planet, or we have to come together, we are powerful enough to save it. If working apart, we are a force powerful enough to destabilize our planet, surely working together, we are again powerful enough to shore it. यदि मिलके बर्बाद कर सकते हैं तो मिलके we can make it prosper again. And in the last slide, I just want to show you that COP26 meeting, just 3 minutes of speech. I'll try if I able to do so. So I'm just discontinuing the sharing and I'll reshare. Just allow me for the 30 seconds.
Session is really very informative, sir, and it is
Yeah,
really very interesting. I ask the participants, please share your questionnaires in chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask directly.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, just a second. Let me complete this final video. I'm trying to show you something very interesting.
Yes,
So
yes. That
just
is
be
why
around
okay.
one more minute.
I'm waiting for
Okay.
that YouTube link and all.
Yeah,
also.
yeah. I'm doing that. I'm trying to do
Yes,
that.
yes.
Just a minute. Yeah. Because see what happened as I just said, ki there are the Z scaler and the lot of the things installed in the laptops in the current corporate organization. They do not allow to use the YouTube installation or the PPTs. That's why all these things. And I tried some other ways to get this done to show you all these things.
Actually, I have your PPTs, but I couldn't find the particular link. So
No, that I, yeah, that's
okay.
right. Just a second. I hope this one is visible and I hope this would be audible as well. There's a very fine speech by the David Ottenberg in the presence of all the designated national leaders. Few of them changed now. The US president, the German chancellor, they all have been changed, but the impact of, I specifically emphasizing over this particular meeting because lot of change are getting done after this meeting gets done. So please listen this. Hope this is audible. Finger crossed. Hope.
No, sir, it is not audible actually.
Not yet.
No,
Oh.
not yet. I think it must be something a Zoom issue.
I think I'll
Yes.
again stopping sharing and I'll reshare again. I'll try.
Because yesterday's session also he tried to share some YouTube video. So the music is stopped.
No issue. I'll try my best once again.
Mhm.
Is it now? Is it audible? Is it visible?
Yeah, visible also. Visible is okay. Completely visible.
So I'll recommend everyone, first of all, sorry for that, sorry for this hiccup. And I'll recommend everyone to just go through that Panchamrit thing given by the Prime Minister. Go to the Vantara, check how the Vantara work. And another is the David Ottenberg's speech in the COP26. This is a quite relatable to our this particular point of presentation. So it's all about from my side. Thank you very much to the audience. Questions under my capacities are welcome.
Hello, Dixit sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
So my name is
fairly hear
okay.
you.
My name is Subita Solomon, sir. I am a part of RMI team in Mumbai. Your session was
Yes,
very, helpful and eye opener. I
my
had a
pleasure.
question for you that, today we are in 29th October 2025. Okay. I
Mhm.
come from a very small community here in Mumbai. And there
Okay.
is, I don't know whether I can call it as a myth or maybe it's just a story which is in, becoming that in another 15 or 10 or 15 years, say if you talk about the future, maybe 29th of October 2040, life is going to end. Okay, there is not going to be any life here in the planet or earth, because today we are actually in that stage where everything is going for a mess, be it regards to the pollution, be it regards to the health. Youngsters, you might know how many clinics are opening up, what are the challenges which we are
Yes,
facing, scarcity of fuels and resources. As you said that the land is limited, जगह तो बढ़ नहीं रहा,
yes,
जगह जितना है उतना ही है, and we are making more
exactly.
spaces out of the marshlands or the mangroves or the gutters. We are making everything what is possible. 100 towers बना दिए
Yes,
हमने, अभी तो 1000 भी हो जाएगा, but still there will be a need for space. So there are some families who are thinking whether we should generate or whether we should introduce or allow the other generation to come. मतलब अभी are we going to let the other generation come and witness this cruelty? Okay, because I'm sure here in India, this is my belief that we would never be able to uh, clean all these problems. I am not blaming any sector or any corporate. I had been working with corporate, so I know. But the thing is, somebody else is making the mess, and you and me, as a layman or a common man, we are forced to, bear the
First
consequences.
kadta.
Hmm.
thank you, Mr.
So
Akshay.
how is this going to be? Because we are now it started. We are just touching the touch base. We are getting aware about these problems which are being caused. So how is it true that this is going to happen? That life is going to end, or can we work up something? Because अभी तो हम सोच रहे हैं, इस पे अभी काम करना बाकी है. How long will it take? Is there a solution?
I think the best answer we can get in the predictions of Nostradamus and the baby gamma something. So this is a very difficult to predict
Because as
anything or in
compared to
from
other
my
countries,
capacity.
as compared to other
See,
countries, like we
no.
have Netherlands, we have, Germany, they have already started working on this. They have introduced so many, initiatives. वहाँ पे तो
Even our country has been started. Definitely, Netherlands is
yes,
a bicycle
agreed.
capital of the world. So definitely they are doing from the
Agreed,
long
sir.
back.
But
Yeah.
look at the speed with which we are moving. Look at the speed. Look at the consistency. So I am scared that how is it going to be in the future? How safe is the world for my generation, or my kid or my future generation? How it is going to be? So will they be able to survive this land? Will they get all the facilities, the benefits which I have right now?
No, madam, look, there is a no specific answer of this question. So it's all about the predictions. And
Oh,
Mr.
Okay, sir.
Jaideep, can you please help me to mute yourself if do not have any question? Yeah, thank you. So, yes, that is true. Our eyes have been opened a little late, but yes, there I
Yes.
durust hai. And the good point is that our government had started taking initiative, and even the state governments are working very fairly. मैंने अभी आपको एक
Yes, sir.
टेरी ऑर्गेनाइज
I completely
या
agree. As you
या
said, Reliance Foundation, here also we have other foundations who have taken up this,
यस
initiatives. Tech Mahindra
यस
initiative, there. Tata,
एग्जैक्टली
companies, foundations, there are CSR activities going on in corporates. I'm
गोइंग ऑन
well aware of that.
करेक्ट
But
करेक्ट
again, we literally have to touch each and every single person. That is like we're talking about
नहीं
145 crore population.
ये होना इसलिए टफ होगा मगर इससे भी कठिन स्थिति उन कंट्रीज की विच आर लाइंग ऑन द लोअर लैंड आई होप यू हैव मस्ट अबाउट द स्पीच ऑफ द आई गेस लेडी आई गेस द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट और प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ फिजी a country is located on the specific part of the world, a neighbor of Australia. The Fiji is
Mm-hmm.
on the lower lying lands. They're on the on the danger of sinking. Same with the Bangladesh.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
definitely there is a danger, but the good part is that the positive thing is that the initiatives has been started, and also we are bearing the fruits from those initiatives. So let's be positive in this, and let's try to
Hope.
uh,
Let's hope and
ideally
let
yeah. Just one point from my side. Everyone should take a place. Like in one of the event I recently attended from a very famous personality. It's not right to take a name of them. It's a corporate event in
Okay.
Mumbai. I attended the last month. So he said a very beautiful point. Ki let's try to utilize every single day to look ki how we created today a world a little better than yesterday. It may be create a one tree plantation or give encouragement to one child or
Hmm.
uh, the uses of vehicle a little less, walk more, use bicycle, use public transport. So
Correct.
if this can be done, each and
Small,
every person of
one
this
small
country of the
change
world,
can make a huge impact. One small change
huge
can make a
difference.
huge impact and a difference. Yes, sir. True.
One fully grown tree soak the CO2 of the 10% who generate this in their lifetime. So that impact it creates.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Yeah. Any more points or discussion, interaction, something which I can learn from the lot of the academic scholars are here. So it's also a great opportunity to me to learn.
Yes, participants, if you want to ask something to Mr. Siddharth Dixit, you can ask, because I have and I'm getting so much messages in the chat box, but you can ask here directly to sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sanda Boina. Thank you for your kind words. I tried my best to present, but there are so many things to present. It was difficult for me to put into the just 20-25 slides. And ironically, I could not run those videos. These 2-3 videos are very, very interesting. They're so close to me. Yeah, Mr. Naresh, please.
Sir, good evening, sir. My name
Good
is
evening.
Naresh.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
working as an assistant professor in Chris College of Engineering and Technology.
Yes.
So, I observed that you're working in HDFC.
Yes.
HDFC.
HDFC Bank. Yeah.
HDFC. Okay, sir. How the green finance impact in our bank?
Your voice is getting truncated, Mr. Naresh. As far as I presume, you are asking about the green finance part, what the bank were
Exactly,
doing
sir.
that time. It's a matter
Green
of
fund.
2013-14. I was in the bank and I was in the commercial vehicle sector. So particularly, I cannot tell you the what type of products available. But yes, the healthcare funding, the green sector funding, the project funding that comes under the not particularly as a product available for the say the green finance that time. I don't know current if it is available now, but the project finance, it covers the horticulture, it covers the agriculture, the polyhouse projects, the green building projects, even the MSME funding that time were also available, the special discount incentive scheme through RBI to get the cost of fund, which is also giving to the NBFCs, were there that time also. So that thing, as far as I understand.
Maybe in the banking system, the green economy
Yes.
you would be applying, sir, in the banking system.
In NBFC
May-
right now, no. My last instant with the bank is around 10 years back. After that, I worked with the Tata for 7, 8 years and first 2 years with the Mahindra. So in 10 years, there's a lot of changes in the bank. So the particularly product detail, I can go through it. It's a matter of just a day for me. You can again contact with me and I'll get back to you. But yes, there are the other products which are interwoven. From the first slide itself, I said things are interwoven. जुड़ी हुई हैं एक दूसरे से. एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट क्या कार फाइनेंस भी ग्रीन इकोनॉमी को सपोर्ट कर रहा है थ्रू व्हेन यू फंड एनी इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल. आपका कमर्शियल व्हीकल भी फंड कर रहा है अभी. ई जिसको आप छोटा हाथी बोलते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द स्मॉल कमर्शियल व्हीकल्स, इज अ less than 4 ton vehicles. Even that is the this tonnage vehicles are about to introduce in the market. The petrol vehicles about to introduce in the market. So I'm not sure if it is there any particular green finance is there, but every finance or every part of the financing in some or the complete extent that support in our the green initiatives.
What is green banking, sir? Green
Sorry,
banking, sir. Green banking.
green
Green
banking.
bank. Exactly, sir.
I'm not aware of that.
Green banking. My friend,
Yeah.
my colleague is doing the PhD in green banking
Okay.
system.
Okay. That
Green,
particular is a rack bank. You must be aware the rack bank of the UAE, and the one more bank is I guess
not black banking, sir. Green banking,
yeah,
sir.
I think it must be a
green
green finance also. So we can say it
green
as green
finance.
finance. Yes.
Okay, funding to the such the sectors which are initiating or helping to achieve the sustainability objectives. This must be the green banking, or the ways to introduce, or maybe the paper less the working and all these things
Exactly, sir.
must
Yeah,
be the part of that.
exactly. My friend
Yeah,
would be said that yeah, they are doing the PhD work in green banking, and I
green
asked that what
banking. Okay,
exactly, sir, on
okay.
green banking, and
It
I asked
must be
that
the
what is
ways. It must be the ways to follow the banking practice in the greener way, the less to do the less
this
carbon
simply
footprint.
Yeah,
this simply
actually,
said
Yeah,
that
someone says, sir, green banking means to eliminate carbon footprints in banking transactions.
yeah, that is what I
So,
said just.
yes. So
Yeah,
this is the answer.
these are all the interwoven.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Naresh.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I learned a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone?
Also, what to learn from Mr. Naresh is about the green banking. I'll also go through this particular point. So it's a more about the discussion. These are the facilities are the very good point to learn from the
No,
each other. Thank you.
my friend is doing the
Yeah,
PhD
yeah,
in green banking.
it's an interesting topic. Definitely, I'll
Exactly,
discuss this.
green
One of
banking.
the few of the seniors I know in this industry. I'll definitely discuss this.
They clearly said that my topic their topic is not green finance.
Yeah, yeah,
Their
I
topic is
understood your
only
point.
green banking. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, I got your point. I got your point. Yeah,
okay. Thank you, sir.
thank you.
So I think it's now to Thanksgiving time to Siddharth, sir. If you want to ask something, you can ask here, sir. And feedback forms are there only in your chat box. You can find your feedback forms here. And for Siddharth Dixit, sir, I sincerely thank you, sir, for your enlightening session on measuring the impact of green economy and employment and livelihood. And you made this complex topic so easy to understand with your clear explanation and real life experience. Also, the way you connected your professional insight with the practical examples like Vandhar and all truly help us to relate theory to real life. and reality. So your talk beautifully highlighted how the green economy not only protects our environment, but also creates new opportunities for employment and sustainable livelihoods. So Siddharth, we are truly grateful for this time, efforts, and knowledge you shared with us today, sir. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, madam. Thanks a lot to all the audience, participants, management. Again, I would say, and sharing my gratitude with all of you to provide me this opportunity to interact with the already the established minds of this particular sector. I can't call it as an industry. It's also a social thing. The teaching, it's a noble cause. And definitely, I got a message from Dr. Bandodina, who's doing PhD in the green banking. Surely, I'll connect with you, ma'am. And thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Bye.
you.
Yeah.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.